little munchkins, we have been tool shopping. Steve, if you watch Robert Cook O'Clock 65, I'll show you the picture of that in a minute. He bought me, he saw this, he sold me these two earlier on. He picked them up in the car boot for me. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And then the next week he finds this case, look. So he's found this case for me. Thank you very much, Rob. And I thought, oh great, that's got a strap, we'll use this one. But this has got that slight switch down the side, so it's similar but not the same. Very similar but not the same. Anyway, so we go and look at this other one. This is the sort of dilemma you're in. Now this is a much better, give that a clean and a wipe. I've actually bought the saddle soap now to do this. Much better than this one. This is well hammered and older, but it's all part of it. But remember, this was this is the Bakelite. This is the Mega, different. This hasn't got a switch on the side, and the machine hasn't got a switch on the side. But this is the dilemma. Do you keep this one and just replace it with this one, which is a much better, fresher case, which is the same? However, this one hasn't got Air Ministry on it. And that's what it's all about. The AM, the military. It hasn't got the broad, it's the Air Ministry on it. So, do you keep the better case without the marking, or do you keep the less better case but it's got the marking? What a dilemma, what a dilemma. Well, you know, I collected all, and we've got to find the insides for one of these now. Anyway, let me show you what else. We've made a deal on the clamps. We found it. We'll clean this one up. That one's a bit of a cleaning up. We'll need to find a name on this one and hammer that on the wire brush. There's a little punch here that's come along. Yeah. And a little BA little spanner, but it's got the broad arrow on it. Now usually it's got a date, but this one hasn't got the date, but nevertheless it's all into the collection. But the piece de resistance, you know I'm a tap and die lunatic, and I couldn't see, I didn't have my glasses, but look, this, it wants a good cleaning up. But if we look at this now, hold on, let's zoom you in. Let's put this on here. Do you see what it says? This is S card, SW card, Massachusetts, USA. Yeah. And it's the handles you're looking for. This one is the same. Don't fall. This one's the same. This is S card. Here we are, look. The SW card, Massachusetts, USA. I'd like to say this is the Genesis. I'm going to get the film. I'm going to now add the film. This is the Genesis. And why I say this could be as far back as the 1800s. SW card is the genesis of the tap and die industry in Massachusetts, and I'll show you the clip. This is a card, so this could be late 1800s. This handle here, the number 1, there's a good chance the box is original as well. Wow, we'll do a bit more on that. Do a bit more, so I'll get you some more information on that and why I'm saying what I'm saying. And then it's perfectly good. This is a perfect candidate. We're going to use 50/50. I'm going to make another film. I might add to this one. We're going to get the 50/50 out, release this, get it moving. The Scout Crafters 50/50 mix is ideal for this. There's nothing wrong with it. It hasn't seized. It just needs a bit of loving and attention, doesn't it? Just needs a bit of cleaning and a bit of freeing off, and this will be just fine. Yeah. So let's persevere with that. There's an X and a Y, isn't there? X, the X and the Y axis. That's what they. I can't remember now which is, but instead of saying left and right and up and down, there's an X and a Y and a. It's not in my head at the moment, but yeah, that's let's get out the perfect candidate for 50/50. That is, yeah, and we'll do that on a 50/50. Did we say? Yeah. So let's get that done. So go and find Practical Machinist and find this film. The tap and die industry began here. And let's go and find what I'm looking for here.
In 1912, when all these companies come back together, they're brought back together with, you know, typical corporation financing from Wall Street and all that, right? Changed everything. But in 1912, Greenfield was the wealthiest place in the world.
Wow.
By per capita income, because all these jobs were super high skilled jobs. They were highest paid wages in the world, right here in this area.
I never would have thought that.
No, I mean, that's why it's such an interesting story. A lot of people, this stuff's been under the radar for, you know, ever, but that's why we really felt this is a story worth telling. It created so much wealth here, and it's still, you know, it has an impact.
Absolutely.
This is 1870s. This is one of the first products of the Wiley and Russell, that first company they formed.
Well, it was SW Card. Let's watch the advert. The Wiley and Russell. I'll go and find your Wiley and Russell in a minute and compare. But let's keep going.
70s. This is one of the first products of the Wiley and Russell, that first company they formed. You just have to marvel at this. No, before electricity, water-powered machine tools, if you could call them that at that time. Another whole industry, we talked about the steel stamp was here. Well, everything.
So that the tap and die industry started there. Let's have a look at SW Card. Start Googling it. Look, SW Card manufacturing. Blah blah blah. Tap and die cutting and related cutting tools. SW, which is located in Mansfield, US, operating between 1874 and 1908 before being bought out by the Tristel Company. The company began in 1874 as Card Company Partnership. Look, so it could possibly go back. And it's no later than, look, SW Card Manufacturing Company. Simon Card died in 1899. In 1913, the company became a division of Union Twist Drills. So we're going way back in SW Card. Let me see if I can find a bit more information for you. SW Card Manufacturing Company was one of New England's most important late classic periods of manufacturing. Cutting tools. Yeah. Wow. And here they are, look. You just don't know what's in a box where, do you? We've got a few SW Card sets, haven't we? We'll have to dig them out. And I think we've got one Wiley and Russell. We are, look. That is the very same set, isn't it? Is it? So it goes back a real good long way. And we've got a Wiley and Russell set here, haven't we? I should have filmed me coming through the door. My first pick, I thought, ooh, which one was the Wiley and Russell and which one was it? And this was the first box I picked and bang, we landed on it. Let me just, this is what that bloke, hold on, let's zoom you up a bit more. Let's zoom you up a bit more. It's this was what that bloke had. Come on, behave yourself. Look, Wiley and Russell. So this is the Genesis set of those split dies, which is the beginning of, there's the Wiley and Russell. And so these survive pretty good. The dies survive, the handles survive pretty good. It's even got the little thing that turns that and tightens it up. But what you do find, struggle to find, is these. Now this should be a little gem. Look at this one. This one is, look, this one is a Wiley and Russell tap, a BA. Wow, wow. We're so lucky to have landed on them. There's, oh, that one is the same, look. That one's a Wiley and Russell. I think this one is the same. Is that a Wiley and Russell? Oh, stamped in a slightly different way. What does this say? Is this a, I'd say Wiley and Russell as well, look, yeah. So we've done that one, then we've done that one. We've done this, look at this tiny one here. Oh, this one, that's a tiny thing, isn't it? What size is that? What size is it now? A 9 BA, is it? And again, look, this is a Wiley and Russell, Wiley and Russell. So this is the, as per the film we've just seen, more or less, this is the genesis of taps and dies. It's got this little screwdriver. Have we got a name on this little screwdriver? We're so lucky to have this one so complete. Let's pull this, oh, hold on. It's not only got the little bar for there. Let's pull out this little screwdriver and see if it's got a name on it. Wait there a minute. Let me grab this thing. Come on out, right, come on. Are we lucky, and is it on here? Let's have a closer look. What is this screwdriver? Ooh, we've got a number. Have we got a name? Ooh, I don't know. Is that a Wiley and Russell screwdriver? There's a good chance it is. It's never on the shaft, is it? No, it's not on the shaft. It's got to be, you've just got to catch it in the right light, haven't you? That might be one, you know. But the trouble is, as you go to clean it, you're also rubbing it away, aren't you? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right. Is that Wiley and Russell? I'm not sure. Anyway, so yeah. Wow. Yeah. And these are the split dies, and again, look. Hold on, let's get you in. Wiley and Russell. Wiley and Russell, is it? Yeah, Wiley and Russell. Wiley and Russell. So, wow, we've got one cuckoo in the nest. Yeah. So, yeah, you can see now why I'm taps and die. There's so much history just in story, firms, manufacturers. There's so much history in tap and dies and in the industrial heritage, you know. Yeah, I think this this set is an S card as well. Look, it says card on there. Let's zoom this right up. Let's go in here with the handle. Come on. Come on, come on. I know you're there. There we are, look. Do you see it? SW card, yeah. Sometimes you just have to hold it at an angle that works. So I think we've got quite a few S cards. When I say quite a few, I guess 3 or 4. I seem to remember we've got 3 or 4 S card sets. Let's keep digging. This is a S card set, and here is manufacturers. You see, S card, Massachusetts, USA. Yeah, so yeah, I've got quite a few S. So it's a lovely addition to the S card set, isn't it? Stupid things. See, they like to round the top of their boxes, don't they? It's like rounded, same as this S card set. The top is rounded, isn't it? There's lots of clues. You just have to have your eyes open to watch, and it's quite nice when you've got like with like. When you've got several sets, you can compare and contrast, can't you? So let's get the tub of. It's half transmission fluid and half whatever Scoutcrafter says. It's the 50-50 mixture that Scoutcrafter recommended to us. Yeah, and it's great stuff for that now. Let's pour a bit in a tub. So let's see what we can do now. You have to keep a lid on the 50-50 because it mixes. I can't remember what it mixes with, but it's automatic transmission fluid. Go over to Scoutcrafter and he'll show you. It should really be in a tub or a tray to catch the liquid, but you know, so, and we should probably put more on it. But don't be stingy. We've put a rag underneath to catch the drips. I'm just going to show you how it is turning, but it's a bit stiff. So don't be stingy with the 50-50. Yeah, and I'll show you how great or how good this 50-50 is. You can smell it. It smells like, what does it smell like? Smells like 50-50. There we are. So we've got the top slide now working. Not that it wasn't working, it just lubricates it and cleans it, and you know, you could go completely overboard, and just see how quickly it soon opens up. So we've got this running nice and smoothly, whereas before it was slightly stiffer. Where we got this one here now, we've got to get in there on that thread, haven't we? So we've got the rag underneath that's going to catch it, but and you see how quickly it just cleans everything up. But it is a spirit, so you don't want to be near any flames when you're doing this. Here we are, we're up and running already. Yeah, don't be stingy with the 50-50. Yeah, let's run that this way. That's working nice, and let's see if we can see a bit of thread somewhere. Just help things along. Any moving bits. Don't be stingy with the 50-50. Let's wind that in. Oh, look at that. Instantly, what's slightly stiff is now not stiff at all. And you know, obviously you would clean it up from here, but the 50-50 is to release it all up. Oh, she's running really nice now. Yeah, Obviously, you've got a lot more to do, but it just shows you how quick and effective and less messy than WD-40. I mean, and less costly, which is the important bit these days. You know, WD-40 has become really expensive, hasn't it? Yeah. So let's do across here now then. See what we can get this one. So we've got a vice with an X and a Y axis. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, I didn't want to crush that too much because I don't want to break the casting underneath, so I just pinched it in, but obviously not quite pinched it in enough. Like, just, it's not meant to be crushed in a vice, is it? Hold on. Let's do a bit more. This 50-50 is great. Right. Don't be stingy with the 50-50. Wow. Yeah. This is going to be... And here we are, live and at the scene. Live and at the scene. Got this up and running. Did I push record on the phone? Yeah, I've pushed record. So we've got... We can slide it this way. Obviously it needs a lot more cleaning. Would you pull it apart and clean it? You probably would, you know. It'd look nice and give that a lick of paint. But this is working really good. Yeah. So we've got this one running. Yeah, all the way. Yeah, a bit stiff towards the very end, but... And then we've got this, so we've got an X and a Y axis, yeah, and that clamps it in. So you clamp your whatever you wanted to work on. If you wanted to work on this nut, for instance, you clamp it in and you can move it way more accurately. A little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, and underneath your drill or your mill or your whatever. So Rob, fantastic, what a fantastic find that is. And that would come up lovely. But it's in proper good, easy working order. And the 50-50, as you can see, is really great stuff for the initial, you know, the initial cleanup. So let me recommend Robert Cuckoo 65 if you want to see where he picked up the bits and pieces that I've just bought off him, and he bought them with me in mind. Oh, Reggie, yeah, get there for Reggie. And slightly before, look. Go and have a look at Robert in his 4K Cuckoo Clock 65, and you'll see where and how he picks those bits and pieces up, and the vice, and coming across them and buying them. Yeah. And he says on the film, oh, Reggie will buy this. I couldn't be with him. Well, I was in right to the wall, wasn't I? Yeah, so I wasn't available. So we'll soon, as you've seen, I do love going to the car boots with the boys early morning. The weather's turning, the car boots are coming to an end, but we'll get there. I think we might have one or two left, possibly, if the weather holds off for us. Yeah. And as you know, I am a Scoutcrafter fanboy. Yeah, he makes some fantastic films. And this is what he's telling this week. I put in Scoutcrafter 50-50, and it came up the mix with the 50-50. So, and the subjects he comes up with and is amazing. So go and find, if you don't know about Scoutcrafter, go and find Scoutcrafter and put in 50-50, and he'll give you a few more menus for lubrication, homemade lubrication. Yeah, but I am a Scoutcrafter fanboy. Yeah. So I think I've mentioned everyone now. I think we're okay.